Hello community, today we vibe code together a brand new app for you. I show you how to code it without spending one single dollar. It's absolutely free. You need no API key, you would need absolutely nothing. And I got a lot of questions from you. Hey, where can I find AI literature? How can I have a daily update here on the latest AI published on the preprint, on the research, on computer vision, on artificial intelligence, on machine learning, on everything? How to do this? How is there a way to code this for free? And somebody asked here, hey, but not in VS Code, not here in Windsurf, no cursor. Is it possible to do it just on here a browser? Is this possible? Yes, of course. So let's do this. And now I built now an app for you and we do it together. I hope it will help you. Let's start. Here we are. You go to build and here we have it. Beautiful build apps with Gemini, experimental. You have everything from live audio. You have your MCP basic maps. You have a dictation app, a map planner. You have video to learning app. You have a lot of apps available, but now we build an app from the ground up and I think it will take about 10 minutes. Let's start together. So what I say is, hey, copy the most recent AI preprints from archive.org. It's just one of the sources from the latest available date. Since I don't know the archive interface by heart, just learn how to do it and then copy the first draft and show me the version 1 of the AI preprints of the latest available date. Did some typos, was not really a professional text, never mind. Let's see what we can do here. And we are here in Studio. So yeah, you can click here, you have here the syncing, you see here data extraction, you see exactly the planning that is happening inside of Gemini 2.5 Flash. And the planning is the most important thing before it starts now to code. We do this in the browser. I have nothing downloaded, no VS Code, no Windsurf, no whatever. This is here, no cursor, nothing. This is just a browser and I work here for free on the Google platform on a TPU. As you see, get an API key. No, I have no API key. Google provides this here as a special service. Yeah, you see, code is getting along. Code is a simple pattern. This is perfect for an AI that is a pattern machine. You see all our files are generated automatically since we want to build an app. And yeah, let's wait here for the first draft of this app. I'm not going to look at the code. I trust here Gemini. We do vibe coding, you know. I pretend I have no idea here from anything that's happening of any of the files. I know nothing about TypeScript. I know nothing about anything. Okay. Hey, and here we go. So here now in the preview, let's make it okay, the code disappears. This is not what I want. Yeah. So in the preview, we have now latest AI preprints displaying recent submission to artificial intelligence here from Archive. This is just one of the many internet sources. Please, if you find in medicine or in neurology or chemical, go to your sources where you know that there is everything. And you see published May 22nd. This is the latest available date recording this video, May 22nd, and you see here the category. Now, interestingly, you know that I ask here specifically for AI, but we have cross-references or multi-references. So I get here an AI, and in addition, as you see here, I didn't ask for this, but this is a standard notation. You got also here computer vision. And here we have also computer vision. Let's have a look here. Here we have now something else. As you see, we have here different things. But let's look at the bottom. So we have the title, beautiful. Then we have published the category. Hey, we have even the authors. This is great. And then, do you have here the complete? No, I don't have the complete abstract, no? Okay, I just have a little bit of an abstract. Okay, but can I scroll down? Is this somehow? No. Okay, so I just have the first line of an abstract. Okay, we could ask now, hey, show me the complete abstract, but just let's go along. So download PDF. Let's see, view and archive. Let's download the PDF. Yeah. May 22nd, 2025 here, beautiful. Reasoning capabilities for visual generation with reinforcement learning. And this is exactly what we want, yeah? You have a link to direct archive if you want to see this here in other forms. Great. So, but what are we missing? How many papers do we have? Let's ask here for an indicator. So I say, hey, indicate how many archives preprints were available at a later date. Insert a search button because I want to input here my search terms. And you respond only with the filtered preprint results. And you tell me how many of them are now in the filter. You see, just basic words, nothing technical at all. You have here analyzing the implementation, beautiful, calculating the publication count, things about how to do this. Then I guess in a moment the code will start to be created here by Gemini. And then we have here live a preview of our app, how it will look like. And then here we have a button here, download the app, or you can start the app here on Google Cloud. But I think we will download the app and yeah, you know, standard. Yeah, oops, missed here, refining search. Okay, I've updated the publication to include the latest features. The code is written right now as we speak. And we have a preview of the app every second coming up. If you know the code, you can have a look at this, you can do this, you can correct it, beautiful. But I just want to do vibe coding. I have to say, yeah, code is there, but code is just a pattern. I'm interested here in the input, and I know what I want as an output here of the app. And this is all I'm interested in, and I don't care about code. We do vibe coding. Great. Fetch the total of 21 preprints. This is not correct. Because 21 preprints were available. No, this is not correct, but I have a search button. Okay, so let's do this. Let's search for R1. I see at least one R1 is available. So let's search 2 preprints, matching the search for R1, 1, and 2. So, okay. So we do have an operational search, but just here the amount of total preprints is a little bit off. So let's have another comment here for Gemini. And I say, hey, you got the amount of total archive preprints wrong. Please correct. So we could read here, examining the discrepancy, syncing, scaling here, set to 100. Okay, never mind. This is just a demo. I just want to show you how easy it is, whatever you want. So code is corrected for us. I have no idea what happened. I'm not interested what happened. I just want to have an app that is up and running. I don't care about code. You know, we're doing vibe code. And this is a beautiful implementation of AI for the coding society. Everybody can code. At least here, hey, fetch now a total of 100 preprints. So, great, no idea what the error was, I don't care. So from May 2020, 100 preprints were available. I just read along and I said, this is now here a soft limit it puts in. So you can say, hey, show me the total amount, don't limit yourself to 100 preprints. But never mind, so we have now 100. Oh yeah, we really have 100. Okay, no, that's not bad. That's great, that's what we wanted, yeah? So let's do now let's do reasoning. So we have 29 preprints now for reasoning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay, that looks right. Okay. All from May 22nd. Just make sure that this is true. May 22nd. Beautiful. Category and chain of thought. So nice. So now before we start reading, 100 preprints is not a lot for a day, but let's do something else. And let's say, so I say, great, I now try to cluster these preprints given the specific title for thematic clustering. List all thematic clusters with their headline or label, and then list the specific archive preprint in or under this cluster. So let's see. Yeah, I forgot to mention that I would like to have a button for this. Oh, you see? No, never mind. We'll do this in the next run. Okay, nice. So you see how easy it is to build an app here if you're really looking here for specific information, for the latest information. I think if you read 100 preprints, this is great. But if we have a cluster algorithm, and it's the simplest cluster algorithm, you know, but if you have the knowledge, you as a human, that you know, wait, there are other mathematical methods in a higher dimensional space. We have UMAP, for example, or we have better mapping from a high dimensional vector space to a low dimensional vector space that is much better than everything that AI normally use. You just can tell this in a native English and the code will be copied from any GitHub somewhere on this planet. You don't have to care about the code. You're just interested here to read these papers. Because the paper contains the information that you are looking for. You want to learn about this. Okay, code is written here. Okay, take some time. Yeah, you can have a look at the code if you want. Great. Maybe I need a bigger screen, but anyway, never mind. I'm interested only here in the preview. I trust your Gemini 2.5 Flash totally, because it's not a time critical, it's not a sensitive data issue, it is not in any way critical at all. Just show me from hundreds and hundreds of AI paper. Just give me a basic thematic clustering that I understand. What is it all about? Okay, here we are, loading the preprints. Great. Just playing 100 preprints. I have an home button. No, this is beautiful. Cluster preprints by topic. You know what? We do now two different things. I go now here with no filtering. I go with the... No, okay. Yeah, I do it with the reasoning. So I just say reason. How many do we have? 32 with reason. I think with reasoning it was 29. So this is now the search result. Great. This is here. Everything. Let's go down and see if there's reasoning somehow. Reasoning. Yeah, beautiful. This is reasoning. Okay. And now cluster. Let's see if it's already limiting to the 32 results and not the 100. Cluster preprints by theme. Now we are live. This is the first time I do this. I just had an idea. And now Gemini is coding it, and I'm just interested in the result. I want to use the data I get back. I want to read the papers. I don't care about the code if it's whatever application I need. And I can do this in browser. Clustering preprints. This might take a moment. Never mind. Take care. You can have 10, maybe even 15 seconds. I'm generous today. I have no idea what clustering methodology is applied now. And how it's gonna be done. Hey, nice. Thematic cluster. Cluster number 1 with 10 is reasoning in LLMs. Okay. Cluster number 2 with 11 is multi-modal and vision language model. Okay. And then we have cluster 3, AI agent, tool use, and multi-agent system. Nice. You see, this is here a topic here of my very last video, XMath. Yeah, beautiful. Can you imagine? You already have seen my video as a subscriber of my channel, and you know exactly what it is all about. Yes, this is a beautiful verification. It is working. You know what? I would like to have here that I can scroll down. I can read here the complete abstract, technical abstract, and not just the first 6 lines. Nice. Okay. Do we have another cluster? Maybe we should have the headings of the cluster, and then if we click on this, then, you know, I have a drop down here of all the different things. You see how easy it is to code this AI safety, risk, and robustness. Okay. Partnerships from evaluation to defense. Yeah. Uncertainty around learning of robotic. Wow. Surgery. Minimal invasive surgery. Wow. Okay. So, nice, it works. So, if you like another color, if you not like another form, if you like another whatever, you just tell the system to do it. Now, isn't this cute? Let's do this here. Remember, what was the other term? R1. No, we found 2 R1s. How many do we have now? Now we have 6. Let's check this. Just to make sure, let's check it. Visual generation with reinforcement learning on R1. R1 searcher plus. Okay. Fact R1. Gee, this is just published on 1 day. Yeah, GRPO. So we are in the R1 topic. Beautiful. R1 and GRPO again. Beautiful. Radio language. Okay. Okay, now I want to see now the complete abstract. So wait a second. So I say, hey, can you make the complete abstract available for me to read, or make it at least scrollable? Thinking, investigating the abstract display. Okay, updated to the components, scrollable. Yes, beautiful. As you see, the code is updated. Great. Okay, yeah, maybe I should show you the code a little bit more. Great. Loading the preprints. This should be kind of a dynamic adaptive display, but yeah. Never mind, you get the idea. Hey, yeah, we can see we have now here the complete abstract. Readable. Oh, and scrollable. Nice. This is nice. So I think you get the idea. We built here an app. You can say download the app, or if you want, you can deploy it here on the cloud by mastered here by Google or whatever you want. Hey, you can even share the app. This is nice. So saved, unsaved, make a copy, save the app. Yeah, let's save the app because I think this is nice and you can have this immediately available. And I think this is such a nice idea. You don't have to think about any of the coding. This is now vibe coding. We are just interested here in the results. Let's see if this is now really working. Cluster preprints by team. Yeah, you know what I wanted. So I say add a drop-down menu for each title of a cluster because I want to see the titles of all clusters at one glance and then have a listing of all the single archive preprints given here, a particular cluster. So let's have this here. It's thinking. It is here developing the Accordion expansion logic. Beautiful. You see the planning process is so important that it gets here the right idea, the right implementation of the logic, finalizing the implementation, designing the display. I have said nothing about font. I have said nothing about color. You can go in, you can do whatever you like here. Just have fun with this and you don't need any code at all. It is really like, sure, let's build an app like I would be a 5-year-old. Who cares about your code? Code is just a pattern for AI. Talking about code, Gemini corrects here the code. Beautiful. I have no idea how many minutes we wasted here already, but I think it's a little bit more than 5 minutes, but never mind. I just wanted to show you it is so easy to build an app for you. You just have to know exactly what you want. Now for the cluster algorithm, you know, we could go in now and train a particular vector space here for our domain-specific knowledge. For example, I have now more than 20,000 archive publication. I extracted here the main semantic meaning here. I built a very dedicated vector space only to AI. So I have now a very strong performance semantic search in this vector space. I have it here in a high dimensional space. I have here advanced UMAP mechanisms, mapping it down to reduced dimensionality, let's put it this way. So if you know the methods, you just have to tell here Gemini, hey, I want to implement this method. And the method implementation, the GitHub is somewhere available, so you don't have to care about the code. So here we are, beautiful. Latest DI preprints, 100 preprints. So let's do this. So let's go for what we do now. Learning. Learning is everywhere. Let's search for learning. 40 preprints for learning. So we will have some beautiful clustering. I'm now really interested just last day, May 22nd here. The publication, we restrict ourselves to 100 preprints of this day. How the learning clustering, the thematic clustering happened. I mean, you could go here to the code assistant and say, hey, what methodology do you apply? And since this is Gemini, you can talk to Gemini. Gemini will apply here the mathematical reasoning and the mathematical construct it applies here to the thematic clustering to you. We'll show you the code. We'll explain the code to you. So you can learn on the code side. You can learn here on the implementation side. My goodness, when I was a student, none of this was existent. Can you imagine this? No, you can't imagine this because I can't imagine this. And here we have it. Not one mistake. Heaven's sake. Thematic clusters for learning. Reinforcement learning. Okay, RL, learning. Yeah, of course. It's just, you see, it's just a keyword. I didn't specify it here that it's a semantic vector search. It was a keyword search. Yeah, of course. No, LLMs and natural language processing here is not a keyword. No, it does here semantic. Beautiful. And then I get here my 12 papers of today. And then here are 3. Okay, May 22nd, May 22nd, May 22nd, and that's it. And then I have infrastructure and review, general AI methods and architecture, AI specific domains and task. Yeah, let's download this app. Beautiful. Save file. Done. See, this is done now. I don't know, 10 minutes. We use 10 minutes. You see here the time clock. I'm just talking here all the time. But so nice. You define what you want. If you work in medical, if you prepare something for your test, you know? This can be so beautiful if you have this here absolutely for free. You don't need any credit card at all. You don't need to download any software. This is here just here on Google in the cloud. And yeah, you can activate this if you want every day. It's such a great service, but just be clear, no? Other startups here like Cursor or Windsurf or whatever, no? They don't have here this huge global corporation with this immense money in the background, no? They cannot afford to offer here complete free services to everybody on this planet, no? So yeah, you see scaling here. I mean, scaling here, given the immense monetary resources they can spend here. I mean, Google can spend here to create or to gather here some market size, no? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is just the very first version. If the Google develop this further, I think there will come a time maybe they will come closer to Windsurf or Cursor or whatever. Yeah, it's interesting. But I just wanted to show you, if you want to see the latest AI preprints, if you want to read literature, if you want to have your keywords, hey, have a look at the thematic clusters. You have here a beautiful overview. You see here immediately. Let's close this. Look, those are the clusters of yesterday. So you see exactly what topics are hot, what are people are researching, what are available, specific domains and tasks, maybe in medical, I don't know. Yeah, electronic health records, you know, it's so hot, AI in medical. You have here, look here, just in this. And this was done for you for free. It's a free app. Enjoy it. Have fun. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. And if you want to say more, see more and say less, because I'm talking here all the time, why not subscribe? And I see you in the next video.